I'm pretty certain who's going to be in the top four at Mr. Olympia this year. Who's the front runner? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Looking at the upcoming Olympia, I'm virtually certain that we're going to see top four, the champion Samson Dauda, Derek Lunsford, Hadi Choopan, and Nick Walker. Who is going to be the favorite, the biggest threat to win the title this year? Would it be Samson Dauda, the reigning Mr. Olympia? In most cases, people would say, yeah, it's the reigning Mr. Olympia. But the reigning Mr. Olympia just got beat by the man that was pushed down to third place, Derek Lunsford. So does that make Derek Lunsford the favorite? Maybe not. I got to go by what I'm seeing so far in updates. And the most impressed, I probably have to say, I'm most impressed by Hadi Choopan. These images we're seeing, they have to be about 13 weeks out from the Olympia. To look like this, so far away, I'm not sure what to make of it. Going by what I've been seeing, I would have to say, at least in my opinion, Hadi Choopan would be my pick. If I was a betting man and I was a bookmaker, setting the odds in Las Vegas on this, you would have to be leaning towards Hadi Choopan, my opinion. But that doesn't mean he's going to be winning. There are other people in that lineup, in that top four, that can win. Let's start with Derek Lunsford. Personally, I don't see Derek Lunsford regaining the Olympia title. I've said it so many times, I'll say it again. Issues that Derek had as a 212, he brought with him as an open competitor. One issue has been his legs. And you know what? You want to hit it. You want to give Brandon Curry a lot of shit for his legs. I don't know why people aren't giving Derek shit for his legs. Yes, at the Honor Classic, his legs came up, but he lost it again at the Pittsburgh Pro. When he steps on stage, one of the things he seems to lose when he's dieting down, no matter what division, is the legs. His chest and his biceps are still a weakness. But I think one of his biggest problems now is he might have lost his bread and butter shots, the back shots. In the questionable win he got over Nick Walker at the Pittsburgh Pro, many will argue, and I will argue, that he at the least lost the back double biceps to Derek. Derek's supposed to be untouchable in it. Yes, Derek brought in his best conditioning to date at the Honor Classic. Maybe he didn't bring in as good as condition at the Pittsburgh Pro, but that's no reason why it was a battle like that between him and Nick. It wasn't much off. There wasn't much of a difference. I think Derek was actually exposed at the Pittsburgh Pro. I'm really actually putting him out of the race for the title. That brings us to Nick Walker. Like I said, Nick Walker, he shocked a lot of people. You got to admit it. So many people were already starting to write him off, and what he brought to Pittsburgh and New York, and what it looks like he's about to bring to the Olympia. Do I think he can beat Hadi Choopan? Now, I'm a big Nick Walker fan. If you've seen a lot of my videos, I think you would realize that. Yeah, he could beat Hadi Choopan, but I think what would really be standing in his way, and keep in mind, Nick Walker, let's throw out that 2024 New York Pro. Besides that, Nick Walker brings conditioning. And I think we're going to see his best conditioning come this Olympia. But for all that he's shown since he stepped back on stage again, and like I said, yes, I'm a big fan of his. I think for him to be able to beat Hadi Choopan at this point, he would not have to just bring in his best conditioning to date. I think he would have to bring in a level of conditioning that would be Hadi Choopan level conditioning. Can he do that? And that doesn't mean he can't get conditioned. He does, but nobody. We haven't seen anybody out there that comes close to bringing Hadi level conditioning. That I think would be the deciding factor. Samson Dauda, reigning Mr. Olympia champion, got so many gifts, and on paper, he should be totally dominating the landscape. He has height, width. He's a big man. He carries a lot of muscle. He has beautiful structure, line, shape, flow, and he, on top of that, can display his physique very, very well. He is a terrific, I would say this, a terrific poser. Conditioning has been the issue. He brought his best conditioning to date at the Olympia. But what was it conditioning to the level that he really needs to bring it? It was questionable whether he should actually have gotten that win. The argument is, well, with his shape and structure, he brought in enough conditioning. Like I said, you can argue that from now to the end of time, and I will argue that. But I think this Olympia thing is going to be a little different. There's going to be a greater emphasis on conditioning. The level of conditioning that he brought to last year's Olympia, I do not think that's going to be a level of conditioning that will be sufficient enough. And bringing it up a notch or two, well, I would say Samson will probably have to bring his conditioning up to a Nick Walker level type of conditioning. With a Nick Walker type of conditioning, someone with all of Samson's gifts, you would have to say would be very, very difficult to beat. The question is, can he bring that kind of conditioning? Like I said earlier, if I was a betting man, if I was making this, if I was a bookie in Vegas making odds for this, I would have to bet that Samson won't be able to bring that level of conditioning. So let's get back to where we started. I'm sure Samson, Hadi, Nick, and Derek are the top four. I don't know about how I'm going to place all four of them, but right now, going by what I'm seeing, I would find it very, very difficult to bet against Hadi Choopan. Now, the only problem is we are uncertain whether what's going on now between the U.S. and Iran, whether now that's going to have an impact and possibly prevent Hadi from getting into the U.S. If you agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video, please let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.